Hey y'all, it's my Negro Texas Gal Studio coming to you with a little share of the garden. So we're just going to be picking some carrots and onions and just kind of show you where everything's going. So let me turn this camera around and show you what's happening in my garden. Okay, so the moonflowers are looking great. They are trellising up really nice. So the sunflowers, that one I planted about 2.5 weeks ago, and that one as well. So they're looking really great. I don't know what's happening with the other ones. They're still not coming up, but I have 2 sunflowers coming up. I did come in and I started planting flowers here, but I wanted to keep track of where the seeds were at. So what I did was I cut up little pieces of the toilet paper roll. So this is just like a small little piece right there, and I kind of just encased it on there so I know. And I see here that there's something growing right there. So that's a little flower there. Over here I have 3 more growing in there. So this is super exciting. I thought, why hadn't I come up with something like this before? I usually start some seeds in their little containers, right? But so I thought if I secure them with something like that, that would kind of let me know where the seeds are at. So that's staying good. I showed you all that I had transplanted some of my tomatoes. Now this one I transplanted when it was a week ago and it's struggling. Let me come around this way. So that one's kind of struggling. I've been watering it really well. So I might have just transplanted too soon. I don't know. It's still looking okay, but like I said, I did transplant that I think too soon. Then right here, what I ended up doing, I don't know if I showed you all, but I did just start making these go a little bit taller, a little bit longer, because I was making them like this, short like this, but for a tomato that's not going to work out. I'm going to need to this is actually cucumber. I'm going to need to make for tomatoes longer, and so that's what I ended up doing. So on this side, so the onions are here, so my son will come right now and pick some onions, but the tomatoes looking really great. This is one plant right here, and so there's tons of tomatoes there. This one looks like I'm having either a snail issue or maybe a lizard. I don't know. Let me know if you guys know what can be my little problem here. I can't even get to that side. There it is. See the way it's been eaten? Just right there. And so everything else looks great. This is the one. These are the plants. This is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. See how they're looking really great? So those I waited until they were about 14 to 15 days old. So these are a lot older than that other one, and they're not struggling at all. So my advice is, if you're going to transplant tomatoes, let them have at least 4 to 5 shoots like this before you transplant, because I think that is something that's going to help them not, I guess, transition improperly. So I have these 2 right here. Like I said, I'm going longer right here, so I'm going way up here with the tomatoes. I think that's going to work out a lot better. And then I have the Swiss chard right there growing, basil, and then over here I have cucumbers. So these cucumbers I grew as well about 20 days ago, and I transplanted them here, and they're doing really well. So here I ended up just making another little rainbow shape here, and so the cucumbers are going to grow up, and they're going to kind of give the new carrots that I'm growing here. So you can see there's some new growth right there. Those are new carrots right over there. Of course, these are the older carrots. Johnny, you're going to pull some carrots out? So I think these 2 would be good.
You gotta wiggle them. There we go.
There. Very nice. Awesome.
Perfect.
There's another cucumber, so I decided to go to the corners of the cucumbers. And then right there, the zucchini. You're gonna have one as a snack?
Of course.
Okay. He's just gonna rinse it. He came out here because he really wanted some carrots.
Yeah.
And so right here I have radishes. How's that taste?
Awesome.
Here's some radishes. More carrots. Here, I think this one, I know there's some here. Ready to get pulled. Oh, just a little one. Here's another one, baby.
Thank you.
Cover that one. Yeah, I know. That's fine. Here's another one, baby.
Thank you.
And then, so I am seeing that the green peppers are growing nicely. These are the sweet peppers. And I don't know what's happening, but so I ended up, of course, these two plants are older plants and they've been here for a while. And so I had some of these, they're supposed to be hot peppers. They're not even hot, they're sweet. I tried them, they almost taste like a sweet pepper. So that's kind of odd. But yeah, I guess maybe them being so close, I would think that the sweet pepper would taste hot, but it's happening the opposite. I don't know what's happening there. Cucumbers look good, so there's several here that are going to start trellising up here. And then what I thought was watermelon that I transplanted about also 2 weeks ago ends up looking like zucchini. I might have labeled wrong. I might have gotten the wrong packet when I was doing that. So that's a smaller zucchini, and that one I did plant as it was just a week old. Compared to these that were a little bit older, I think it was about 2-3 weeks old. At least 20 days on these. So when transplanting, again, just wait a couple of more days, give them a little bit more time to grow a little bit, and that would ensure that they're going to be super strong. So they're looking good, but they're not what I thought. So I ended up bringing some watermelon this way, and I'm just going to trellis the watermelon. I'm just hardening them right here. And yeah, so far so good.
Would you like some carrot?
No, thank you, baby. And then what else? I know I wanted to get an onion out. Let's get this onion. That's looking nice. Get another onion. So those onions look really nice. Here, you can take care of that. You can just put it on the chair right there. And then over here on this side, I ended up tilling it a little bit and just threw a lot of flower seeds, different seeds. It's a mix of seeds, but all those little green little plants, those are all flowers. So that's super exciting right there. And then the last thing I want to show you all is the teepee that has been growing. So I'll show you that right now, but look at these flowers. Aren't those roses beautiful? There's tons of roses. Okay, so let's go to the green bean, the string bean, which is on the outside. So that's growing really well. So these are string beans that I hope are going to trellis up. I also just planted some sunflower seeds around there. So let's see how those do. I also planted on this side, the very back, I planted corn. So let's see, right next to the grapefruit tree. So this is a grapefruit tree and I have planted corn right there. So let's see how that goes. I've also worked on a certain area which I haven't even taken care of. There's the chickens. So this is the mulch area that we try to dump all the leaves and the chicken poop here. So on this side, I really didn't have anything here. And so I'm trying to work on, I forget what it's called, but my mother-in-law calls it estropajo. It's like a sponge. It's a plant that looks like, it looks like a zucchini and it becomes a sponge when you let it dry up. So I'm growing that here to see if I can get it to trellis on this. It used to be a clothesline. So we're going to put maybe chicken wire, or I'm not sure what we're going to do there, but we're going to let it grow across. And that way that grows viney up. Next, after that, we plan to put, of course, grapes to see if we can grow grapes on top, but that's another project.
Our own little mini vineyard.
So that's the corner I've been working on little by little, but that's what I really wanted to see how that grows. They're old seeds, so let's see if that. And then I'm experimenting with some bougainvilleas. There are some cuttings that my husband brought. Someone gave him some cuttings, and so we're going to see if we can get them to grow roots there. The peach tree is looking really, really well. There's tons of peaches. I'm gonna have to figure out how to make it into either a jam, a jelly. I don't know, I've never done that before, but I think a lot of these are gonna mature pretty close together, and that's gonna be a lot of peaches. So if I can make like a jam or jelly, that's gonna be great. Okay, so I know I said the last thing I was going to show you was a string bean, but I forgot that I've already planted some things onto my little clawfoot tub, so I just wanted to show that to you. So there's mint growing there. I forgot which. It can't be lemon balm because I think, yeah, no, that's not lemon balm. And I think that's another mint there. I have the chamomile, and before I forget, the chamomile does not do good when you transplant, so I'm happy that this one has not died on me, but I transplanted a lot of chamomile and they all died, they shriveled. So if you're doing chamomile, direct sowing is your best bet. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to throw that in there. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to show that to you, and I will come back with another video. Be safe, stay strong. Bye. Hi, hey, hey. Come on, hey, hey.